It's me T from Team Super Pair. So today I'd like to introduce a new segment I'm trying out. Basically, top 5, top 10. This first one going to be a top 5. Now, for many years, the main reason I got into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because of the anime. I'm pretty sure most of you are also got into the game because of the anime. And just it's a pretty good game. Sometimes they're increasing the speed of the game, so certain decks can't keep up. I guess the main reason why they sell the anime and stuff is to make money. I mean, that's any corporation, right? So, like, when kids, like, newcomers watch the anime, like so many years ago, whatever, they watch you like, oh, I wanted some of the real monsters, whatever, and then you actually in the game, you're like, oh, well, I mean, this is still fun. Strategy, beating your opponent with these big ass monsters, whatever, in your imagination, it's pretty freaking fun. Just find ways to beat your opponent. But anyway, basically, I just wanted to make this video. Like every year or every saga or every generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever they come up with, the new protagonist, his friends, which what's supposed to be friendship. Anyway, all this other jibber jabber, like the new protagonist has a new deck. They test out a new type of mechanic in the game. With Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series was rituals, infusions, and just the basics. Which oh my god. The original series don't even count for this because that's not even how you. Sorry. Anyway, I mean they had some episodes and then some episodes in which they actually played the game correctly how you play in real life. Most episodes they didn't. Some scenes in those episodes in which they didn't, they actually played it correctly and so on and so forth. Also, I gotta put into account that before some of these cards actually came out. In real life, whatever, they are actually playing how the card was made by the script, whatever, and then by Konami, they actually made the cards into what they are to make them balanced, not broken, not stupid. So that's another reason why. So it's a combination of both of them. But starting with GX and all that stuff like that, they had a majority of those cards already made before and after the anime. So yeah, and GX focused more on fusion. 5D's focused on the new mechanic, which was Synchro in the time. Zexal, God, terrible anime, focused on the new great mechanic of Exceed Summoning, which is a great mechanic added to the game, but for a terrible, awful show. God, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just make a video about how terrible Zexal is one day. Anyway, and then this new stuff I don't really like, which is Pendulum Summoning. I really don't like Pendulum Summoning, but whatever. It's a new mechanic. And then the new anime, I watched like one episode and I was like, it's whatever. But I'm gonna just do a video later on about how the evolution of the anime just got to me in a nasty way. But anyway, without further ado, let me get into the actual reason why I'm here. My top 5 decks that I want Konami to actually make. It would have been top 10, but I literally looked up and like Konami, you're pretty much on all the ball with these archetypes at least for the anime. Like they make majority of the main characters decks, or if not the whole deck, they make like 3 to 5 cards, whatever, and then people are like, oh, this is either good or bad. They splash it into a deck, or they just leave it alone, or collect it, whatever. I'm a collector, and also like to play. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, these are just like, I didn't list them in any order, just on top 5. My starter at number 5, Valen from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I gotta get this out of the way. Majority of these decks on this list are from the original anime. And majority are from the second or third season of the anime anyway. But, number 5, Valen, I don't know if I forgot his last name, anime, but anyway, his deck is a deck of armor cards. If you haven't seen the anime, go back to season 3, Awaken the Dragons. Great series, the best season of the original series, and I'd say the best season of the anime. Period. Basically, Valen's deck of armor cards. Basically, all of them have 0 attack points, 0 defense points, but they make up for it with their effects. They summon to the field. They attach to him like Gundam, like he's a mini Gundam whenever you summon a monster. Not headgear. That's bound boxes. My bad. You got a monster called Burning Knuckle. Other stuff, whatever. Active Guard, which is the actual torso of the suit, and it magnetizes all the pieces together, and then he still doesn't have any attack points, which that part didn't make sense. But most of them can like pop monsters to the field, negate spell and trap cards, negate monster effects. So just a great deck. They should really get on it. It's going to be really, really hard to like. It's just going to be Exodia deck kind of. So if you don't win instantly, you just like get on the field, whatever. They'll probably like stop monster effects, stop whatever. And then basically it's a mix between like it's basically effect heavy deck. So they destroy monsters, negate everything else, and then they hit you for burn damage. So if Konami, you can just do that somehow, make that to do that. That'd be awesome. And also, I will also say another disclaimer. It really sucks that the way after the original series left, every series after that, all the main characters, even side character or even main like villains, got like multiple cards made from them. Even if they didn't make an entire deck, majority of the villains and characters got cards made out for them. Except for the original series, nope, we can't have the original series have the cards. No, we can't. But anyway, continue on. Next, I will say Alistair from, again, Waking the Dragons. He has two decks. First one was the Gorag. It was basically around this one Pyro Fiend monster. I assume it was a Fiend monster named Gorag. 1,000 attack points. I don't know the defense points. And level 4, obviously. Basically, he's dang, what is... I keep forgetting that monster. Hold on. Thank goodness I have my deck next to me. Playing Shaddolls right now, by the way. Yeah, Goyo Guardian. He was the original Goyo Guardian back in the day. Basically, when he destroys a monster, pretty much the same effect as Goyo Guardian, except for he turns a monster into a fire type, and then that fire type monster increases his attack by 500 attack points. So, I mean, that's really not that hard to make, and it's really not broken at all. It's 1,000 attack points. What the hell in this game now can get over 1,000 attack points? Everything. You don't even have to do. It has no protection whatsoever. I mean, if you want to beef up the effect, cool. But it's just level 4 fire monster fiend, 1,000 attack points. You can't even do anything with dark types like the dark attribute monsters. Like you can't do anything. It's fire. There's not a lot of things that support fire besides like Fire Fist, which is not a Beast Warrior, and Fire Kings. Again, it's not a Beast Warrior or any of that crap. So just make the card. Anyway, and make the deck, I guess, because it had a few quick cards to make it stronger, which is kind of not really broken. It increased by 500 attack points so it can get over cells. So it went from 1,000 to 1,500 with the rope or whatever, and then just started and something. And then also I gotta say that they all use silver calcos, so that's another unfair advantage. But you already screwed over with silver calcos terribly. You destroy silver calcos, so it doesn't even matter at this point. So you just make that one card, and then do some bullcrap support, like a easy way for it to get someone in the field. Protect it, like basically make it a fire fiend version of Bujins. Please, just do it, Konami. Just do it. Number 4, which is Leon Wilson. Stop. If anybody watched that season of Yu-Gi-Oh, you'll understand where that reference comes from. But anyway, Leon von Schroeder. He has a fairy type deck, or not fairy type, fairy tale creatures deck, which is basically all the Brothers Grimm fairy tale stories, but brought into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the monsters. So Cinderella, the Big Bad Wolf, the Huntsman, Snow White. I don't think he had Snow White, whatever. Rose Queen, whatever. It was just ridiculous deck. It was awesome. The Black Knight. It was just a great deck. Basically, again, effect heavy deck. Pretty well worked. And this card that if you make it, just make it a secret rare because it's just too broken. Was it the Spindle Needle thing, whatever? Basically, it's a normal spell card or a quick play spell card. I don't know. It just destroys the monster instantly, no cost whatsoever. It's like pop. Like right now, currently, like Burn Abyss, you can't do that game, but yeah. So just make the deck. Cinderella can attack directly. Give her shoes if she destroys a monster. The pumpkin carriage, the fairy, like it's. You would have to actually like sit down in a big meeting of like how on earth are we gonna make these fairy tale monsters, and also you got to get the backlash from like parents and all that other bull crap, whatever. But please just make the deck, please. Number 4 is... Oh, I said that was number 3, right? Yeah, number 4 is Leon's older brother, Siegfried Lloyd, or Siegfried and whatever. Excuse me, sorry about that. His is Valkyries. He made like Valkyrie deck. It's pretty. Like if you don't know the story of the Valkyries, go look it up. Basically, it's how many monsters was it? I think it was 4 or 5 monsters, all Valkyrie. Like they ride on horses or flying horses, whatever. What are they called? Pegasus, whatever. With swords and stuff. They're all warriors. The big boss monster is I forgot the chick's name, but she like basically gets. She's basically a Buster Bladed. She gets attack points for each dragon on the field. And then also her another effect is like her defense is 2,000. I think her offense is 1,600. So for every like you can't destroy him in battle unless you put her defense points to 0, and then you can take her out. So that's pretty good. Like even if she's in an attack position, you try to attack her, she won't. Like if you get a bigger monster, you still can't destroy her as long as she has defense points, which is pretty unique. So just make those 4 or 5 monsters. They're pretty awesome. They focus on banishing monsters, so they're like DD monsters. Before it was cool, but it's like in a more unique and broken way. Just I guess you can scale back the brokenness, but no, don't even scale. You burn an abyss. You have burning freaking. You made burn an abyss. Don't scale that shit back. Give us Valkyries full strength completely, and also this part I will say for his deck he had 3 shake. It's like 3 different continued spell cards in which they all do different effects, and they all have to happen during the standby phase or each during your opponent's standby phase, and they're just broken as crap. Basically, if you haven't seen the episodes I'm talking about, please watch them. They're pretty sick. They're nasty. They're awesome. But please, Konami, please make them. Basically, you can see your opponent's hand and stuff like that. You can banish them monster. You can rearrange them in any order. Those 3 cards, if you could scale them back, that would be nice. But the Valkyrie monsters themselves, leave it alone. And give us Heavy Storm back. Give us Heavy Storm back. God. To deal with those 3 chicks. If you're going to make them full powers, give us Heavy Storm back, please. And I would say the honorable missions, which would be Rebecca Hawking. She had like a dragon deck with some bull crap added to it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, they didn't like do Devlin, I guess, but not really. He didn't really play that many things. Yeah, I mean, it's not that many people that. Chancellor Shepard, but from GX, but I don't even know if he even played. Anyway, so what's his face? The teacher from Royal Yellow who turned evil, who turned good, who turned to a spirit ball, whatever, and followed Jaden in his last few seasons of GX, whatever. Just make their 2-3 decks. I don't care. I mean, this honorable mention. You don't really need to. I'm not asking whatsoever. Don't do it. If you, do not make their decks. I was just joking about that. Everybody else before those honorable mention, make their decks, please. But don't make those last 2 decks. And finally, Jim Crocodile Crook. I mean, not Crook. Crocodile Cook. It's easy to say it. Anyway, it should have just been Crocodile Crook. Anyway, sorry about that. Fossil Dino deck or Fossil deck, whatever. They made Fossil Dino, which is a pretty good effect monster, which kind of they changed the effect not drastically, but kind of drastically. Like basically, you already know, everyone knows what Fossil Dino is. I mean, it's not even played anymore, but just like set when you flip face up, pop all special summon monsters on the field. If it's face up on the field, no play can special summon monsters. So, I mean, they complete. I forgot its original effect, whatever. It was some bull crap with defense, but. Not flip. Anyway, yeah. So just make his deck. He had a Fossil Fusion spell card, which again, GX was all about fusion. So what was it like? You basically his was cool because it was when we first seen his full deck, whatever, or most of it, whatever. Like that's when they permitted Super Poly, which again they made Super Poly. They didn't change anything about Super Poly. They made Super Poly freaking broken, and now because of Shadal players, sorry. It's banned, like bullcrap. Anyway, basically his deck is like a complete Super Poly. Rock monster on the field, you remove another rock monster from the graveyard, your graveyard and your opponent's graveyard, you remove 1 monster from your graveyard, 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard, and you switch summon a fusion monster or a rock monster with high attack effect. I don't know, whatever. Just make his deck. I don't know. I mean, whatever you want to do with that effect. I mean, it's really not that hard to make his deck. The point of this video was Konami. You made so many archetypes from the anime and just from wherever the hell. Because where's Burn Abyss coming from? Not the fairy tale. Not that fairy tale. Yo, you just out of nowhere. Burn Abyss. No one in the anime, as far as I know, from Arc 5 didn't run Burn Abyss, so I don't know why that exists. Shaddolls, I haven't watched the anime, so I can't say anything. There's so many archetypes you guys made that was not even in an anime. It may have been in the manga, whatever. I don't really read the manga. I watch the anime, but whatever. You made so many. Even so, you made so many other archetypes. Those archetypes not even in the manga or anime, but yet you have made these 5 archetypes that have been in both the anime. Well, not. I don't think it's. I know Jim's deck was an alligator in the anime, but everybody else, the anime or slash whatever manga. You made all these other decks except for these 5 decks. Get on it, please, please, please. This is T signing out. Tastes like magic.